Hello, hello, lovelies. You lovely, beautiful, amazing, energetic beings. Yes, it is Allure Mystique on this Sunday, and I am coming to you with a message from the ancestors. Yes, so what had happened was I was spending some time actually in meditation and with my people, which, my people, my team, which turned to my people and them, and that's because, yeah, there was other beings and energies kind of coming through during that session and that time. And because quiet as it's kept, y'all, I don't really talk about it, but I do have some mediumship abilities, so it's not my, so shh. But anyway, so this is going to be a short video, but I just wanted to, and of course, every time I start recording, I have to adjust a little bit to make sure everything is kind of in alignment, to get the lighting right. Um, but what I wanted to talk about was, and what came through, which was a message for me, but then, like I say, other ancestors was coming through, which were not my ancestors. There was also some historical figures that popped up during my meditation. And so, as you know, we are aware it is February, which is Black History Month, as well as Valentine's Day is this month, right? Coming up on the 14th. I think I had it better. Let me see. It's a little, is that, I don't know, it looks a little bit better. But anyway, just bear with me, y'all. um, as promised, one of these days I'm going to get a tripod. But okay, so what's happening is, let's just talk a little bit about the energy that's circulating. If you are someone who is knowledgeable at all regarding energy, esoteric information, the occult, just the importance of energy and how at our core we are really all energetic beings, then this would make a little bit more sense probably to you. And I hope everyone's somewhat familiar with that. But what I want to say is there is a lot of energy just circulating throughout this month. One, because of Valentine's Day. So understand that even if you don't really celebrate these holidays or acknowledge it, the energy is still present. So, like, I've never been a huge Valentine's Day person, but now that I'm a little bit more in tuned or conscious of, because I've always been aware of energy, but a little bit more conscious to it, I can definitely feel the energy that has been circulating all month, and that will be continuing to circulate all month because of just the energy that's out here with Valentine's Day and with love, and of course on Fridays with Venus. But the energy is really just high in general, so it's not just on Friday. The energy right now is just like popping when it comes to love, and that's because, again, there's so much energy that actually is pushed into this holiday and is circulating around. And so that's one. Two, and I don't want to have my face, and my hair keeps falling in my face. Two is that Black History Month. And so, this is, I know it's a thing for a lot of people, and I get it because, we know, one, it's the shortest month of the year, right? So a lot of times, a lot of us have issues with the fact that they gave us a month that is short. And two, Black history and our culture, and we are celebrated 365 days out of the year. There's not a month, it's every day, right? And I'm one of those people. Like, I'm all about Black history 365. I love my melanin, I'm down for my people. Like, this is what I am. I enjoy just my blackness. I celebrate my blackness. This is not to offend anyone, but I just absolutely love it, right? And so I get all of that. And so even with that, I tend to still acknowledge, of course, I still acknowledge Black History Month, even though I feel like I celebrate all year and I'm in tune all year, because it's something that I choose not to ignore. But what I want to acknowledge is that there is a certain energetic level that is also circulating around right now because of this month and the power and the energy that goes into this. So we really have two huge portals, right? Or vortexes that's out here. We have one, the energy of Black History Month. And if it is negative, because I have seen things, well, where is White History Month? I've actually had some crazy people saying stuff to me. It's just crazy. as well. But that's neither here nor there because I know how to transmute energy. Okay, so even what's negative or limiting, it's still energy, and you can transmute that. But for the most part, there is a high level circulation of positive energy that's circulating. So we have the energy of Black History Month, of course, the regular other things that's going on. We also have Valentine's Day and all this love energy. And so what was delivered to me was our ancestors, right? They are so this is such a great time to connect with them. And I'm not going to get into whether you work with ancestors or not. Yes, this is for people who already do, or if you're interested in it, just to give you some little insight of this message. If you really want to know more depths and maybe about how to work altars and stuff, on YouTube, S. Ali Myers is great. I love his channel. He has a lot of information on ancestor altars and working with ancestors. Even his deity linkage is really good as well. So I would suggest you probably look at his page, but this is kind of just to talk about the message that I kind of got. So that message is, this time is really to honor, to celebrate, to heal, and to venerate our ancestors. Like, that's not to say we don't acknowledge the other things that are going on, but the point that came through was, even outside of all the stuff we already know, doesn't mean we still don't take the time to celebrate what is present, which this energy is here. And they are trying to connect with us. It's a lot easier for some of them to connect with us because of the energy that is circulating with this month. I'm getting messages that they have been trying to, and a lot of us are missing that connection because we're looking at it from a different perspective. We're looking at it with the eyes of others, or what we expect it to be, when a lot of it is just the simple things. Like, for example, I woke up this morning just like with breakfast on my mind. I'm not a breakfast person, so it was like, yeah, like I'm talking about pancake, like everything, the full thing. Like, I want this, I want that. And I didn't get a chance to make any of that, so I'm having breakfast for dinner with my team, because that's what they want apparently. But again, it's that connection. And so I say that to say this is a great time to really connect with our ancestors and to really connect with healing your line. They are available. They are here with all this love energy that is circulating, to utilize and to pull that. If you are looking at venerating, just to shower them with love and abundance. You can do so many different things. If you have an actual altar, of course, you can add a pink candle or red candle to your already white candle. Fresh flowers definitely can go on your altar space. Of course, food offerings. Okay. They talking. Okay. Balloons. There's so many Valentine's Day balloons out here. Somebody was like, they like balloons. You can get balloons, release them outside, or put them on your altar. If you don't have an altar space, you can put these offerings outside at a tree, in a body of water. You also can just spend time. Got you. The biggest thing that they're saying is just quality time. Like, this is a perfect time to just love on our ancestors and just to spend that time. So it's not about, while I do have an altar because I do feel like that is a sacred space that I have now designated, what was clearly said, the most sacred of sacred spaces is your heart, and is within you. You are the walking altar, right? That temple. And so when we just give a shay and just love and quality time and just take a moment to honor them, it goes so far, and it does so much healing for our line. And so if you can't do anything else, just spend time. If you can, on Valentine's Day, just do something special for your ancestors. You do it all month. I'm going to spend the rest of this month really just loving on, doing some healing work, venerating, and just doing a lot throughout the month because of this, and just celebrating. There's been so many sacrifices specifically for a lot of our ancestors, especially if you are, and again, not taking offense, there's something for everybody, but of melanated beings, and those are the ones who came through the most. And I also receiving messages that some of them are just saddened by the fact that they sacrificed so much, especially during the times of slavery, the civil rights movement, and that's not the beginning of our history at all. The point I say of that is to say that they want us to be so much further, like happier, ascended, living in alignment. They're going, we went through this so you guys don't have to. And don't get me wrong now, the world that we live in, there is still some privileged system, systematic oppression, all these things that are going on. I'm not negating that. Trust me, I'm not. Okay. But even with all that, there still is things that we can shift and alter within ourselves, okay, to really tap in and to still ascend and to be one with our lineage, with our line. And another reason this is also a great time to tap in again is because a lot of our ancestors, just to be real with you, we know we have not been celebrating and working with them. It takes energy to communicate with us. And so a lot of them are just energetically weak. Like they're energetically weak. So they're easily able to connect on certain portals because it's easier with the veil and with the energy that's circulating. And this is a time of that. This is just a perfect time to tap in. That is what I'm getting. I wrote down a couple notes. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything because I was sitting in meditation like, wait, hold up. And I even did a couple like card pulls and some divination just to make sure I was clear and was getting the messages that I was receiving. And I was. It was more so like, okay, acknowledge what's happening. We still have a lot of change to do. We know this. Okay, but don't miss the moments that's still present here because we're so wrapped up in other things. We can do both. Quiet as it's kept, okay? You can multitask. Like we have the ability to do both. So I can still love on my ancestors. I can still acknowledge them. I can use this extra energy that's circulating right now and still be down for the cause, still celebrate 365. But to know that energetically, there is some portals that's open right now. There's this extra energy that I can utilize to my best interest and ability of me and my bloodline. Okay. And so that's really the message, like just to tap in. Again, it's not about all these physical things. If you can, great. If you can't, just spend quality time. Okay. Also, self-love. You know, our ancestors want to see us happy, healthy, whole. That is one of the surest ways to heal your lineage and your line is to heal yourself. And so as we do that, it actually impacts our bloodline. It cleanses, okay? It venerates. It moves us forward. And so, and I'm sorry because I'm hearing things. But anyway, so my apologies. But and so one of the biggest things they're saying is to love on yourself, to honor thyself. Like we have so much work to do just with, it's not selfish, it's selfful. And when we do that, we are venerating them. We are honoring them. They are living to a certain degree through us right now because we're the ones on this actual plane. And so when we change ourselves, we change our generations, we change our lineages. If you don't believe in it, look up epigenetics. It's real, okay? Like just take some time out and just research and Google that. It's real. And so when you're healing yourself, you are healing your line. When you're making different choices and decisions and being conscious, it's having an impact on your line. And so also to remind yourself to love on yourself. And that was one of the messages that came through for me today because I've been doing a lot of work with that. And they said, but don't forget about yourself. Like you've been giving so much to us and to others. We need you to pour into yourself. And I had to stop and go, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I need to do some things for myself, not to make sure that I still have my joy, that I still have my self-care, that I still am being selfful and self-honoring to me. And it was as clear as day, and that honors us. And so I wanted to share that with you guys as well, just to say that. So I don't want this to go too long. I just wanted to share that message with you, just to really connect on, to love on, to venerate, to heal, to use the energy and to use what's working and circulating around here for you, okay, and for your bloodline and for whatever it is you're trying to manifest, whatever you're trying to do. Quick little tip as well, like I have, if you do this, fine. If you don't, okay. Like I have some ancestor money that I'm charging up throughout this month. I'm charging up on Fridays. I charge with Venus energy, so I can have that extra energy. I have like some rose quartz crystals and clear quartz. So I'm like, okay, absorb all this energy. So even if this month is gone, I can still just love on my line and put that on my altar in my space and have this extra energy as well as I continue to do my work, right? So these are just some quick little suggestions. Like I say, I got to get off of here before the video becomes too long and it gives me a problem posting it. But I wanted to just share that with you. That's it. That's what I have. The biggest two things that just can just open your heart to us. That I literally just heard that. Open your heart to us. Just open your heart. If nothing else, open your heart and share this space. Go inwards, spend quality time. That is the best way to honor. But again, those other things as well are ways, because it does offer energy. And if you can, and it's very symbolic. And if you can do any of that, that will be great too. But more importantly, just connect with them, connect with the energy that's out here. Don't let all the other stuff block your connection in some way. Don't let all the negativity. We can be present with both, and we can enjoy and still celebrate the positive, the present moments, and they are here, okay? Because I don't typically get like all this activity from other people, ancestors and stuff like that. So I'm telling you, like they are on and popping. Like I said, I do have mediumship abilities, but it's not something, you know, that I typically, that's not my go-to thing, okay? But yeah, so I just wanted to share that message, and so I hope this is helpful. Today is Sunday, which is the all-purpose day as well. Great day to sit with your team too, if you would like, to cleanse, to restore, to cleanse your space, so you can be in that space of receiving, and just to take expectations out. And if you the little things that's there, just to notice that, and to know that is your people, okay? So that's all I have for you guys today, and I will be back with you very soon. I hope you all have a great day, and I send you much love, abundance, prosperity.